Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Nirmal Bang. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Trading, joining in. Welcome to the show, Kunal. My first question coming to you is with what's happening to the US dollar. Clearly, if you go to see, global markets seem to resume their sentiment towards the risk aversion. And there is some bit of motivation that we are seeing as well that the index is regaining the upside traction. Today's session also we've hit a high of nearly almost 94.4. Uh, do you think this sentiment is going to continue?
Okay. So before I start, I'll again show the one chart to the team. Okay, I'll just share my screen. 1 minute. Can you see my screen, Hiral?
Yeah. No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see now?
Yes.
So again, the same problem which happens every day. So last time what we saw in dollar index, it made a high of 94.65 and it
Hmm.
corrected from there. Okay. So this is a stiff resistance for dollar index 94.65, 94.70. If it sustains above that, it is going to cause a lot of pain. So
Hmm.
what is resulted? What is, I think somebody's phone is yeah, ringing. So I think what is basically change here is if you look the overall setup, of dollar index. Yesterday, when dollar index corrected, we saw a massive rally in gold and silver. What is the big trigger? The big trigger for the market is there is a way to there is a bill of stimulus package which is already gone. So by next week, it should get a vote of confidence, and you will see a new stimulus by US. So the new stimulus by US is basically bearish for dollar. So today is Friday, so we are going to see some profit taking, but I think we are not going to see significant weakness. So my view is very clear. I'm going to tell you, on the decline, I will still buy gold and silver. So just looking at the dollar index, I'm not going to be worried and going to scare my team. I will buy the dips, and I'm of the very firm view that if it doesn't go above last Wednesday we met, and I told you clearly that if it goes above 94.20, you will see sell off. And in spite of my bullish view, the dollar index breached 94.20 and it went down. So today my view is 94.70 should be the stop loss for the dollar index. If dollar index starts hovering above 94.70 for the day, it can go down gold silver, but I am going to recommend buy a dip strategy for gold and silver. So my levels are very clear: 51,600, 650. I will buy gold, and silver also from another 500 rupees downside from the current market price. I will buy there. So I'm just going to take a chance. I'm assuming that dollar index will strengthen till the US market opens. So we can see some pain in near term, but I think eventually it should weaken, because there is a talks of stimulus package, and when the
Hmm.
stimulus package is coming, dollar is going to weaken. So there is no reason for anyone to aggressively go short in precious metal. Doesn't make sense. So the decline today shall be used as a buying opportunity, and the levels will be provided by the technical team. And even for the bulldex, from here 50 to 80 rupees decline from current market price, you can definitely go long in bulldex also.
Right. So this is with regards to dollar index as well as with what's happening with gold and silver. What's the sense that you pick up in terms of where crude goes?
Yeah, so same the view. Entire commodity is going up and down on what is happening on dollar index. So today I'm assuming that the dollar index is going to remain strong for till next 3-4 hours. So the maximum downside in October crude contract should be pegged till 29.50. I recommend to go long at those levels. 29.50 is good level to go long, and you can see crude oil hitting again 3010, 3020, and stop loss should be placed at 29.10. So I'm going to give bullish view only, even in crude oil.
True. Right. And with regards to base metals, Kunal, do you think we are seeing some bit of consolidation that's happening with base metals?
In metals, in entire commodity complex, the markets are waiting for a clear direction from the central bankers and from the dollar, because the volatility in dollar is at a very high level. So you see dollar index trading at 94.50, and after half an hour you see some it goes down to 94.30-40, and again after 1 hour it comes back to 94.60. So this kind of volatility is going to remain there. So that's why the importance of stop loss is very important in such kind of market. The direction is very important to know. Yesterday we recommended to go long in gold, silver, crude. It went up, but today it is down because of strength. So I can say that this strength can continue for a few hours, but not going to continue because the new stimulus is coming. So if this new stimulus get cancelled, then we are going to see sharp fall. But I think metals is a buy, especially copper. Current market price 515, good levels to go long. Given a positional call also, 524, 523 are the targets for the October contract. 510, and if you want to put a deep stop loss, 507 should be the deep stop loss for copper.
Right. And anything that looks interesting on the agri commodity front?
Yeah, so even agriculture commodity, I'm expecting, this new farm bill is basically very inflationary, and it is going to basically lead to higher prices of agriculture commodity.
Okay.
So I'm recommending to go long in commodities like oilseed, soya bean, mustard seed, even chana looks bullish to me. 5,300 are the levels where you can go long in chana for the upside target of 5,500. As far as soybean is concerned, you can go long in soybean around 38.70 for the upside target of 39.30, and stop loss should be placed below 37.90. And mustard seed also looked bullish to me. 5,400 is a good levels to go long for the upside target of 55.50. So these are few strategy in agriculture commodities.
Right. In fact, Kunal, there's one question coming in with regards to your target for gold in COMEX in the next 3 to 4 days.
Yeah. So my this first I will talk about stop loss. I think 1850 should be the stop loss in COMEX. So I don't expect gold to breach 1850. Yeah, yesterday I think it made a low of 1851. I'm talking about futures, not the spot gold. So I think those levels should hold in gold, and after that gradually, so I'm talking about a stop loss of $28. So in percentage term, it will lead to roughly around 1.5%, 1.5% of stop loss what you can keep in gold, and below 1450 it can go down. But for gold to go down below 1450, the dollar index should be at 95. So keep a very close eye on dollar index. What is happening on dollar index? Believe me, it is not. We are not basically able to figure it out all the moves of the dollar index. It's very so. That time you buy. So if dollar index is at 94.65, it is not breached 94.70. I would put a 5 pips stop loss for dollar index, and above 94.70, I will cut my long position in gold. But till then, I will hold long position. So I'm going to stick to my contra policy.
Okay. In fact, there's one more question, Kunal, coming from Sachin Karanjalkar. View on SIORF and CPO.
Yes, Sachin, soya refine also looks bullish. Now China is not buying aggressively from US, and I think with whatever going on between these two countries, soya oil production of soya bean is going to go down in South America, in US. So soya oil looks good to me. 900 already we've seen massive rally, 150 rupees rally what we have seen. But even from these level, I am bullish. 900 rupees is a good levels to go long. 920, 25 are kind of targets you can expect in 1 month, 1.5 months. So I'm fairly bullish on the commodity, and stop loss should be placed at 880.
Right. So that's coming in with regards to where soya refined is concerned. I think these are the only questions.
There is one more, and CPO also.
Yeah, CPO as well.
Yeah, so CPO also I'm bullish. So CPO also you can go long at, and I think you can expect prices to move up.
Right, so that's coming in with regards to where other commodities are concerned. In fact, thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Kunal, as well, so much for being a part of it. Thank you.